We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, got another Black Series figure review for you today. It is of course Ezra Bridger from Peridea on number 18 from Star Wars Ahsoka. I'm looking forward to this one. For whatever reason, this one just got a little bit delayed here in Australia. I've seen them pop up sort of internationally for the last month or so. But yeah, very, very excited to finally have this one in the collection. This one, since its reveal and even some of the early leaks, I'm very much looking forward to seeing young Ezra Bridger come to life with a rockin' beard. It says on the back, exiled to another galaxy after the final battle of Lothal, Ezra Bridger is rescued by his friend Sabine on the ancient world of Peridea. So he's looking pretty good. He's got his lightsaber, which I love. I'm very, very excited to check this one out and get him open and play around with him a little bit. So let's do that. Back in a sec. And here is Ezra out of the packaging. Very, very happy with this figure. He's looking fantastic. Got a KR stand here ready to go for him. So we'll check that out, make sure that fits. Yeah, Kessel Run Hair and Collectibles. KesselRunHair.com is the place to pre-order your Black Series figures. That's where I get mine. Of course, I work for them, so it's definitely a benefit. But good pre-order prices. They come in nice and quick. And yeah, I'd love to pack your orders for you. That'd be so good. A little bit of fluff on him there. Let's get into the accessories. He comes with his lightsaber that he builds sort of towards the end of Season 1 of Ahsoka. Really cool scene with Hu Yang. Trying to find the right emitter. And of course, he comes across the same emitter as his master, Kanan, there. So that's cool. I mean, Kanan's is a little bit different. He has, that sort of extended peg on the side. That's so he can attach it to his belt. That's more so the aesthetic of the figure. But in terms of the shape, at least on the emitter, it's very, very similar. So very cool. I'd say the only sort of real detractor from the lightsaber is that the silver parts of it are just that sort of flat grey plastic, which is a little bit of a bummer. But got a little bit of gold on each side and the black, so that looks nice. And the blade comes out reasonably easily. It's nice and snug in there though, which is what you want. You don't want to lose them. So it fits in there nice. It's a nice thick blade too, which is good. It's not going to break. And if you've got the new Anakin Obi-Wan 2-pack, you've got some swooshy blades you can use, which is really, really cool. So let's get a look at Mr. Ezra Bridger. I'm just going to sort the light out a little bit. There we go. That looks better. So here we have Ezra. He's been out in the middle of nowhere, basically. He's developed into a young man. I don't know, I'd guess this would have to be 8 or 9 years or something close to 10 years after the Battle of Lothal. Somewhere in that park. So he's developed and grown a beard, hasn't been able to shave it. Recently at San Diego Comic-Con, there was some images revealed, or a image revealed of the actor clean shaven. So we're going to see Ezra get back to his clean shaven awesomeness. But I love the look. I really do. The aesthetic of his outfit, very sort of cobbled together. Sort of taking on some of the local traditions of the Noti. Yeah, it was such a thrill. As much as that scene with the reunion, it kind of didn't have the big fanfare that I was expecting, but it was kind of just, it was very typical of the characters of Ezra and Sabine reunited after so long. It was just, I don't know, it kind of worked well. But yeah, I mean, Ezra's become one of my very favourite characters from the Disney era. I think he's got the potential to carry forward a new line of films I would love to see. I think my dream at this stage is to see Ezra take upon the Jedi training of young Jason Sindola. I think that would just be some sort of family poetry there. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I'd love to see that. But yeah, he's got some good paint applications. I love the little device there on his wrists. Sort of the metallic sort of chain link. Which is cool on the vest there. So just that added bit of protection. I just love the warm sort of earthy colours, the reds, the browns, the tans. You know, he's devoted his life, or he's devoted to the Force, and you know, the Force has offered him an opportunity to survive. So he's yeah, very much involved with the Force, and you know, it comes across as very sort of earthy and human in that way, which is cool. He's come a long way from his orange. There's his sort of season 3-4 look, and there's his season 1 look. So we've got three different ages of Ezra now, which is cool. I'll be honest, I would like to see him go back and, you know, maybe throw a little bit of orange in. But the picture that was shown, he was sort of in a blue rebel style jacket, which is cool. So yeah, the way this figure's come together has been really, really nice. I do like the beard. Obviously the scars still follow on his cheeks there. There is a hook there for his lightsaber hilt, which is cool. I didn't pick up on that earlier, but that's there. I do think the only thing really missing from this guy, and with a lot of Star Wars figures, is the swap out hands. I think as a feature would be absolutely unreal. A couple of just open palm force push hands, where you could have him doing his sort of force gun fu sort of thing that he's got going on in that first or second episode he appears in. Yeah, sculpt's really nice. I'm going to get a close-up look at his face. Let's get a good close-up look. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice even painting. And scars. You've got a little bit of that sort of stubble look as the beard sort of blends into the length. Down on the cheeks. And a lot of people have sort of edited and sort of customized their figures to eliminate that, but I think it's fine. That's a little bit of extra level of detail, and he's a little bit shabby at this point in time. He's a little bit unkempt and unruly, but he's still awesome. Hands a nice tight grip. I'm looking forward to messing around with him and Sabine and Ahsoka. Finally getting him up on the shelf. And yeah, hopefully we've got some more characters coming. Such as one I mentioned before, Jason Sindola I'd love to see. Articulation-wise, he's got a ball and socket in the top of the head and the top of the neck. Bottom of the neck, he's in the ball and socket as well. Ball hinges in the shoulders. Butterfly joints at the top in the shoulders as well. It's a good range of movement. It's got the hinge in the elbow, ball hinge in the wrists, up and down on both wrists, which is great. It's got the ball and socket in the torso there. Barbell in the hips. Got the swivels at the top of the thighs, which I think these legs might be borrowed from maybe an Obi-Wan Kenobi, at least the top half of the legs, I'm not sure. Ball hinge at the knees, swivel at the top of the boots, ball hinges at the ankles, and the rocker joint in the feet as well. So Yeah, I think the boots and the shoes, they're new pieces, but the top of the legs are reused. It looks like Obi-Wan's to me. The Wandering Jedi version. I dare say that's my guess. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but there he is. Let's give him a good old peg test. He's got the pegs at the front of the feet. So yeah, that plugs in nicely. Pegs in there, nice and snug. And he holds well. What more could you ask for? So there he is, Mr. Ezra Bridger. Very, very excited. Very happy to have this guy in the collection now. Again, yeah, definitely one of my most anticipated sort of characters, sort of seeing how he evolves into the future. So, yeah, Rebels is still one of my favourites. It's such an amazing series. But I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Ezra Bridger. I'll leave links to these two figures as well. I've reviewed them in the past, so if you want to check them out, I'll chuck some links at the end of the video for them. But if you'd like to make a comment down below, that'd be great. Love to hear from you. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you again for some more reviews very soon. Till then, may the Force be with you always.